Hey folks, it's hot out there. Heat advisory remains in effect until 7 o'clock this evening for all of the valley. It's a little hotter in the west. It's a little more humid in the east. So together we're all just way above average. Heat index 107 to 112 stays in effect again until 7 o'clock this evening. Here are the latest readings. It's hot in the west, that's for sure. Not as hot in the east, but if we compare the dew points, let's look at this and notice how dew points are down in the 60s out here, but in the upper 70s on this end of the valley. So if you put the temperature and the humidity, remember the higher the dew point, the more humid it is. Put the temperature and the dew point together and you end up with these feels like readings. Yes, Rio Grande City is the hottest, but look, McAllen's 105. Well, it feels like 107 in Brownsville because the air so much more humid at Brownsville and the coast than it is inland. It feels like 102 in Westlaco, feels like 103 in Edinburgh right now. Low temperatures tonight, not much cooler than about 80 or so, 80 to 82 across most of the region, about 83 at the coast. And then tomorrow, another hot day, 102, 105. There's a 104. You can see Harlingen, Raymondville, 101, 102. Brownsville at 98. The Island at 92. By the way, a lot of us did set records today, at least tie records. We'll look at those in the next half hour. The next 3 days, the average high, the 30-year average stands at 97. We're going 102, 101, 101. That'll be pushing the records, getting up close. Wouldn't be surprised if we tie or break a record across much of the area the next couple of days. Doppler's been quiet, and tonight it should stay quiet, mainly clear early. Breezy conditions will fade away, and then during the daytime tomorrow, back to mostly sunny again. Mostly sunny skies, warm temperatures up back in the upper 90s, close to 100, in fact over 100 in many places. You get into Wednesday, same kind of thing, partly to mostly sunny, breezy, hot again. And we go to Thursday, and again, partly to mostly sunny, breezy and hot. Future track says a little moisture begins to kind of creep back in on Thursday. And by the weekend, I think there could be an isolated shower or two, but for the most part, we are dry, dry, dry. Tuesday, Wednesday, and again on Thursday. Here's a look at the big picture around Texas. A couple showers up in the Panhandle, a couple showers out in West Texas, but that is about it. The big ridge still controlling things, and that means hot. And it meanders about a little bit the next couple of days, but by the end of the forecast period, it does drift back to the west a little bit, and that opens the door for slightly cooler temperatures in the upper atmosphere. That's a little less stable, so that means maybe by the time we get to the weekend, maybe the sea breeze can activate. There's going to be a front moving across Texas by the end of the week. Front won't get here, but with that northerly flow aloft, we kind of have to watch and see if maybe something could sneak in, but that's a huge maybe. By the time we get to the weekend, though, the high is far enough away that maybe we can bring a little moisture in. And again, another big maybe, give us about a 20% chance for an isolated shower. The tropics, the Gulf of Mexico, very quiet. The Caribbean, a lot of shear there. So storms try to get in here, they just get sheared off. And the Atlantic is full of Saharan dust, just a huge dry air mass coming across the Atlantic. So it is all quiet from here all the way to the coast of Africa. So your first 1-5 AccuWeather forecast for tonight, 80 again for a low, mainly clear. Tomorrow back up to 102 as an average. Western half of the valley above that, breezy and hot conditions with south to southeasterly winds. Here we go, 102, then a couple of 101s, and you go beyond that, we hold at about 100 degrees. We don't see much chance of rain. We're going to kind of keep an eye out for the weekend. We might be able to sneak a 10 to 20% chance in there, but right now we're just going to have to watch and wait and see. Not a big chance at all. That's your updated first 1-5 AccuWeather forecast.